Okay, so I'm a little less sick, I think. I'm probably gonna post this on more than one channel, but I should have made this video a while ago. This is gonna be about some song dreams I had, or at least the more important ones that I actually remember. I did have more written down, but I had to throw away my dream journal from, I don't even know, I think I had this since like 2014, maybe before. But since escaping the Cash for Kids system and running away, it was just like really something extra to carry around. Cause there was that in the whole being a houseless traveler thing. And I just like got rid of more extra stuff that I really didn't need. So I wrote down the most important dreams in another journal that I was keeping. Which I guess maybe that defeats the purpose to throw away one journal and start using another one. But anyways, I don't know how much of this I could actually say without this being taken down, but this first song dream is about, what was I calling it, weather nip? But I don't really think that's like a good abbreviation because I feel like nobody would even say that or get what it means. But I guess maybe what would be better is weather manip. Well, no, I don't like that. I feel like that's worse. Cloud control. I'll say that. Hopefully I can say that. I think that sounds better anyway. So I remember some of the lyrics. This dream was 1/23/23. The title is HAAP Hagen. And it's pretty much about, what is it? Is it HAARP or is it HARP? I can't even remember, but that's what it's about. Hagen is the daughter of some people that work for the cloud control company. And this was another weird song dream with the meaning behind it that I had around this point in time, because I actually had a couple of song dreams, especially since about 2020. Okay, so it went something like this. I'm not gonna like be singing because I'm not trying to do all that, but so it went something like this. My parents control the weather, and the rush that they get is amazing. When they control the weather, it's like they open the floodgates of haven. When I stand on my money, I reach up to haven. That's why I can't find myself. HAAP Hagen. To throw in some background to it, it was like a music video, and I was broke, and she didn't like my car. Mind you, I don't have a car and I don't know how to drive, but she didn't like my car. She had some type of expensive car. She was also a teenager, I'm pretty sure, and she had like blonde hair, and she was like one of those snobby rich girls, like the really rich ones, not even like the lower or upper middle class, whatever they call it. She was like actually rich. Speaking of the car, another line, there was something said about them being pagans, and then me needing to jump back in my wagon, which is just like, it's the same thing as wagon, but it rhymes better. And I guess that's also why in the dream, instead of HAARP Hagen, it was HAAP Hagen, because I guess that sounds better. Well, it does, but yeah, so something, I'm a pagan, jump back in your wagon. My parents control the weather, it's like they open the floodgates of haven. That's why I can't find myself. HAAP Hagen. When I stand on my money, well, it rhymed better. I don't know, I gotta remember the lyrics. I really think I wrote them down somewhere though, other than just the notebook I threw away. I'm not gonna lie though, that's the good thing about writing dreams down, because after a while, you forget some of this stuff, and it's like, it's all good stuff, but you still forget it anyway. Oh, yeah, and then this other thing. I don't know what this was about. I don't know what in the world, but this was a country song dream. And it was in about late 2022. And it's titled Until All Hope Was Gone. And this also sounded better in the dream. It rhymed better. And I forgot a lot of the lyrics after waking up. But all I really remember is this, like, white cowboy dude riding a horse and singing it. I think he was, like, dead or something. And it was about his depression. I don't know. That's what it sounded like. But he was, like, in the countryside. Like, the West Coast, like, middle America countryside. Not like the South, but like where those wheat things blow in the wind. But he was singing. And he was like, how do you think the mom felt when she found out her son was gone? No, I'm saying this all out of order. Wait a minute. He found a trade and he studied that trade until all hope was gone. He traveled and he rode his horse until the road was gone. How do you think his mom felt when she found out her son was gone? Something like that. And yeah, I don't know what that was about, but there was that. I didn't even write this down in here, but I did write this down in my old dream journal. So last year, I had this dream about DMX, and he was singing like some gospel song, and it was like thank you, Father, for saving me, changed my heart and reality. Thank you, Father, for saving me, save my soul, something like that. Okay, actually, I completely forgot that I also wrote these down in my song journal, which I still have. I just removed a lot of extra bullcrap from it, so it'll be lighter, and for other reasons, but let me not go into that. Okay, so, the cowboy dream, 11/23/22. Oh, dang. Wait a minute. I thought this was more recent than that. That's the funny thing about dreams, though, but that's for a whole nother video. So, anywho, here's what I wrote down that I remember from the song, not really in order. There's no more coming home, till the road is gone. Mom finds out her son is gone. How do you think she felt when she found out he's not coming home? Till all hope is gone. I found me a trade and I studied that trade until my hope was torn. Started messing that up, but actually, it sounds better now looking at more of the lyrics though. Because I do remember that it was a pretty good song, and it definitely had rhythm, as always, but yeah. I found me a trade and I studied that trade until my hope was torn. I rode my horse until the road was gone. There's no more coming home. I found me a trade and I studied that trade until my hope was gone. Mom finds out her son is gone. How do you think she felt when she found out he's not coming home? But yeah, I guess if I could remember more of the lyrics and like really remember the order, then people would really get how much of a good song it was. But it's definitely interesting because it's some dead dude, honestly. Well, 11/23/22. I don't know, that just doesn't sound right to me because I feel like it was way more recent than that. Because I feel like, due to the fact that I've been traveling a lot the past couple years, sometimes I have dreams that are about the places I'm actually at. So I feel like maybe it was like some type of prophetic type thing about where I was going to eventually go. But I don't know. Oh, dang. Okay, actually the DMX song is in my Bible study notes on this paper that I luckily still have. So this was, I don't know, maybe like, I just know it's 2024. Cleanse my heart, Father, set me free. Thank you, Father, for saving. Oh, wait, is it still recording? Okay, yeah, it is. I was like, wait a minute. Okay, let me start over. Cleanse my heart, Father, set me free. Thank you, Father, for saving me. Change my heart and reality. Save my soul, save my soul. Actually, here's the date. 5/27/24. Forgive my heart, Father, set me free. Change my heart and reality. Thank you, Father, for saving me. Save my soul, save my soul. But yeah, it was DMX singing, and that has some meaning behind it, but it kind of reminded me of that time I had a dream about XXXTentacion, and he had to have already been dead because I didn't even find out about who he was till after he died, so. But yeah, so XXX was sitting in this gaming chair in a really dark room. It was like pitch black, and he was going through some spiritual battle, and he was talking to himself facing a wall, like arguing, and he was wearing shorts and stuff, and that was actually 8/17/2020, that dream. Because I wrote that down, but I didn't write this one down with DMX apparently. Or at least I didn't write it down where I should have to really remember it. But yeah, I don't know. It's like, I feel like the dead people dreams, they're more eerie. Kind of like that one dream I had about the dead trafficked kid who was telling me that they have technology that can find dead people in bodies of water. So I assume that whatever robot or machine they put in the water can like test the water for human blood and maybe even like adrenochrome or bilirubin or something. And DNA. This is a song that I've really been trying to like put out there, but whenever I have the time to record, it just doesn't come out right. But I'm not even going to go into that. But I call this one 2450. And I guess this was like pretty much about me and like life. Helping people or trying to, but having opposition. 2/9/23. This was actually written to a beat that I can actually link in the description, riskily. And yeah, so that was interesting because I've been trying to finish a song to that beat for years, and then I got this. And so I'm not like gonna sing, but 2450, 3450. I'ma have to run before the choppers come get me, spraying out this heat, letting out my energy. Sometimes I feel like everyone in the world, they want to finish me. The last song dream I can remember right now is from 2/2/23. So I titled this Xavier. I don't remember a lot about it. I don't even remember the song. I forgot it right after I woke up. But I do remember when he was like channeling a spirit that was called Xavier, which was alternate personalities from like all the family trauma and the trauma-based mind control in the industry. He was being pushed to become an industry plant. There was some stuff with CPS, and there's some SA stuff, but that was with family more so than even the industry. And like he felt like he had to do the usual feminine thug persona thing to prove he was a quote-unquote man, to like act like he wasn't traumatized. I say maybe he was like I don't know, 12 or something. I do remember some like occultic looking stuff that was happening revolving around his life, whoever Xavier is. And he was like singing his song. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, he's a drill rapper that lives in Manhattan. Like, I don't know if is Sugar Hill in Manhattan? I don't even know. But he's like one of those kids. And I'm not saying that like I've actually heard of this person online anywhere, but that's the scene he was in at least. Whether he's like an actual person, I don't know, probably. But yeah. But he was like running through the occultic maze type stuff. If I remember, I'll put in some pictures. In fact, in my Gravity Falls documentary, I even have some pictures there that I could use for this because they look kind of similar, although this was more like a sunken place type thing. Because, like, well, I guess it would look similar for that too if you're like in a different dimension and you're walking on platforms and it's like a black abyss around you. Well, there's the platforms and there's the steps, and there's the steps where you walk upside down, and there's like the pyramid things, the phallus symbols, of course. The ones that had the pointed tops and the ones that don't, kind of like, well, not like, they're the same as the pillars, like the Roman and Greek pillars, and the ones using like, are they using Gothic architecture? I'm pretty sure they were. Because I have to answer my own questions right now. But I'm not going to make this a trauma talk. But yeah, it was like some blue lights, and his uncle was a chomo, and he was getting turned out, and he started rapping, and it was just a bad situation. Honestly, it makes me think of DMX, but also TK. But, anywho, the only thing I remember of the song is when he was channeling the spirit at like the beginning of one of his drill songs, and he was like, "Hey Xavier," and he just kept chanting that and repeating that over and over to bring on the alternate personality from Trauma, which was going to sing the song for him. And that's all I remember from that.